What if the key to happiness wasn't chasing more but wanting less? Imagine a life where peace isn't tied to wealth, fame, or material success, but something as simple as enjoying a meal, spending time with friends, or sitting quietly in nature. Sounds ideal, right? This vision of happiness isn't a modern trend or a self-help slogan. It's rooted in the teachings of one of history's most misunderstood philosophers, Epicurus. Today, we're diving into the philosophy of Epicurus, a thinker whose ideas have been twisted and misrepresented for centuries. Some say Epicureanism is about indulgence or hedonism, but that's far from the truth. At its core, Epicurusphilosophy is about finding peace in simplicity, freedom from pain, and living a life of contentment. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand his ideas but also how you can apply them to lead a more fulfilling, balanced life in our fast-paced, chaotic world. Let's start with the man himself. Epicurus was born in 341 BCE on the Greek island of Samos. At a time when philosophy was dominated by figures like Plato and Aristotle, Epicurus offered something radically different. While others focused on abstract metaphysics or political theory, Epicurus made happiness and the practicalities of daily life his main concern. At the age of 35, he founded his own school in Athens called the Garden, a name that reflected its focus on nature, community, and simplicity. Unlike other philosophical schools, which were exclusive and hierarchical, the Garden welcomed everyone, men, women, slaves, and free citizens alike. It was a place of equality, friendship, and shared learning. But here's where it gets interesting. Epicurus didn't preach the pursuit of wild pleasure or lavish living. Instead, he advocated for a life grounded in modest pleasures and rational choices. So, what exactly does that mean? When people hear Epicureanism, they often think of indulgence, fine wines, gourmet meals, and luxury. This misunderstanding stems from a misreading of Epicurus' use of the word pleasure. For Epicurus, pleasure wasn't about excess, it was about freedom from pain and discomfort, both physical and mental. Let's break this down. Epicurus divided pleasures into two categories: static pleasures and kinetic pleasures. 1. Static pleasures. These come from simply being free of pain or disturbance. 1. For example, the feeling of being well rested, free from hunger, or at peace with your thoughts. 2. Kinetic pleasures. These involve actively satisfying a desire, like eating when you're hungry or enjoying a conversation with a friend. Epicurus believed static pleasures were the foundation of true happiness. Once our basic needs are met, we don't need extravagant luxuries to feel content. In fact, chasing after excess can lead to more anxiety and dissatisfaction. Two key concepts in Epicurean philosophy are ataraxia and aponia. These Greek terms might sound complex, but their meanings are beautifully simple. 1. Ataraxia means freedom from mental disturbance. 1. It's the state of calmness and tranquility that comes from letting go of unnecessary worries, whether it's fear of the future, regret about the past, or anxiety about things outside our control. 2. Aponia refers to the absence of physical pain. 2. It's the sense of comfort and ease that comes from good health and satisfying basic needs. Together, ataraxia and aponia form the foundation of a happy life. Epicurus believed that once we achieve these states, we can fully appreciate the simple joys of existence. Misconceptions about Epicureanism. It's impossible to talk about Epicurus without addressing some common misconceptions. For centuries, critics have painted Epicureanism as hedonistic, shallow, or even selfish. But these ideas couldn't be further from the truth. For one, Epicurus was deeply skeptical of overindulgence. He believed that excessive pleasure often leads to pain, whether it's the physical discomfort of overeating or the emotional toll of unfulfilled desires. That's why he advocated for moderation. Here's an example. Imagine you're at a banquet. Indulging in every dish and drink might feel good in the moment, but the aftermath, whether it's a stomachache or regret, undermines the pleasure. Epicurus would say it's better to enjoy a modest portion, savor it fully, and remain free from the negative consequences of excess. Another misconception is that Epicureanism is purely individualistic. While Epicurus emphasized personal happiness, he also placed a huge value on relationships and community. He believed that friendship was one of the greatest sources of joy and security in life. Now that we understand the philosophy, let's talk about how to apply it in modern life. Epicureanism might be thousands of years old, but its lessons are incredibly relevant today. 1. Simplify your desires. In a world dominated by advertising and consumerism, it's easy to confuse wants with needs. Epicurus reminds us to focus on what truly matters, like good health, meaningful relationships, and inner peace. Ask yourself, do I really need the latest gadget, or am I chasing it out of habit or comparison? By identifying your genuine needs and letting go of superficial desires, you'll find more contentment with what you already have. 2. Prioritize friendship. Epicurus believed that friendship was essential to happiness. In fact, he described it as the greatest possession. Friends provide emotional support, companionship, and a sense of belonging, all of which contribute to ataraxia. In today's digital age, we often mistake online interactions for genuine connection. Take time to nurture real friendships. Share meals, have deep conversations, and be present for the people who matter most. 3. Embrace gratitude. One of the simplest ways to find happiness is by appreciating what you already have. Epicurus encouraged his followers to regularly reflect on the small pleasures in life: a warm meal, a sunny day, or the company of a friend. Try keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Over time, this practice can shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. 4. Let go of unnecessary fears. Epicurus spent a lot of time addressing fear, especially the fear of death. He argued that death is nothing to fear because, once we're gone, we won't experience pain or suffering. It's simply the end of sensation. In modern terms, this teaching can help us confront anxieties about things beyond our control. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown, letting go of these worries can create space for greater peace and clarity. 5. Save a life. Simple pleasures. Epicureanism isn't about rejecting pleasure, it's about savoring it in its simplest forms. Think about the joy of a quiet walk, a meaningful conversation, or a good book. These moments don't require wealth or extravagance, they simply require presence. Start small. Take a few minutes each day to enjoy something simple without distractions. It could be your morning coffee, the sound of birds outside, or a moment of stillness. So why does Epicurus' philosophy still matter? In many ways, his teachings are more relevant than ever. In a world that glorifies hustle culture, materialism, and constant connectivity, Epicureanism offers a refreshing perspective. Slow down. Simplify. Focus on what truly brings joy. Think about the mental toll of always striving for more money, more recognition, more possessions. Epicurus teaches us that true happiness isn't about adding more to our lives, it's about removing the things that cause pain and dissatisfaction. At the same time, Epicureanism challenges us to rethink our relationship with pleasure. It's not about avoiding enjoyment, it's about enjoying wisely. By practicing moderation and mindfulness, we can create a life that's rich in meaning, peace, and fulfillment. Epicurus' philosophy is a reminder that happiness doesn't have to be complicated. It's found in the simple pleasures of life: a meal shared with loved ones, a moment of quiet reflection, or the freedom to pursue what truly matters. His teachings encourage us to step off the treadmill of constant striving and reconnect with the things that bring genuine joy. As we wrap up, ask yourself, what are the simple pleasures that bring you the most happiness? How can you simplify your life to make room for more of them? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. If you found value in this exploration of Epicureanism, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more insights, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and remember, happiness isn't about having more, it's about needing less.